Our Town Talk segment today comes live from our studio with Melissa Origi, who's the Plymouth Town Manager. Welcome, Melissa.
Thank you.
So good to have you here on set. Melissa's going to talk to us tonight about a couple different subjects, including the Stevens Field events, Burial Hill, and the parking garage. So why don't we start with Stevens Field and tell me what it is, where it is, and what's going on.
Stevens Field is one of the most exciting projects, in my opinion, that's going on in the downtown waterfront area. And the reason for that is it's really Plymouth's last waterfront park in that immediate vicinity. And it anchors one park that we already have just completed about a year ago that's really popular, Nelson Park and Stevens Field. Now, this is different than Nelson Park because it's a neighborhood park. There's an active neighborhood and residents in that community, and typical Plymouth, they're very engaged. We've reached out to them and asked them to give of their time and donate some of their input to what we should build there, and they've really come together and done that. So David Gould, our Director of Marine and Environmental Affairs, has been working with the Stevens Field group with the support of the Community Preservation Committee, which has done so much in Plymouth.
Right.
So they've been very helpful in getting the design stages down, and I expect that we'll start to see an actual architectural drawing, rendering, and design for the park in the next couple of weeks.
Can you give us any idea what I do when I go to this park? What's gonna be
sure.
there?
You want me to slip out all the secrets ahead of time?
A couple things.
We'll be able to have courts. We'll be able to have a softball field. We'll have tennis courts there. We'll move the parking to the back so that you can much more enjoy the ocean area. Certainly, we have a concession stand down there. I hope to see that continue, although I am not going to reveal completely everything that's in those plans yet.
Awesome. That sounds great.
It is.
And when is this supposed to be done?
Well, we have the funding together for this portion of it, and we believe we'll have the funding for the next stage. So I would be very surprised if it wasn't completed by next summer.
Perfect.
It obviously won't be in time for this year.
2015.
That's
We're
right.
shooting for. Okay. What about Burial Hill? Tell me about that project.
I love Burial Hill.
Okay. What is it? For those who don't understand, what is it?
Burial Hill is a staple right in the heart of our downtown, right near the 1820 courthouse. It's an area where I like to run in the morning. It's beautiful. I don't think that we have in the past been able to put as much resources as we should have into the site. And certainly we know it's an area where tourists go, students who are looking at archaeological issues. Some of our young students in our Plymouth school system will be able to go up there and see the art of cleaning a stone and how we respect the area. But for the first time in decades, the town meeting has made a real commitment, financial commitment, to the restoration of some of the stones up there. So you're going to see over the next couple months that we will be looking to bring a company in to restore about 1,000 stones. Wow. That's going to make a huge difference in the look of the area. In addition, our DPW director, Jonathan Beater, is looking to add some lighting, beautify some of the walkways, and you can't talk about Burial Hill in the town of Plymouth without speaking about the Friends of Burial Hill. Like I mentioned earlier with Stevens Field, you have active participants in the town of Plymouth, residents that live here and love it and don't mind becoming engaged in what one could call some of the bureaucratic process. And we appreciate that. The Friends of Burial Hill have been wonderful, both to staff and to the community at large, and they will assist us with these changes.
And when is this supposed to be done?
That will take longer. The restoration of stones is something, it's hard to determine how long each will take. So I think that we'll see work being done up at Burial Hill over the next 18 months. And in my opinion, and I hope as the town manager, to see work there continue. I don't want to stop with this project. I think there's so much that we can do at Burial Hill that will complement both work we need to commit to for the 1749 courthouse, which is to one side of it, and then to the north side is that 1820 courthouse, which will become the future Plymouth Town Hall.
Right. Oh, that's exciting. And quickly, the parking garage?
Yes.
What is it?
Plymouth has been talking about parking in the downtown waterfront area for more years. Yes, I can't imagine. You talk to longtime Plymouthians when you run into them at the local coffee shop, and that's what they want to talk about. The parking garage has made it to a stage that we haven't seen before. Not only has a location been determined, finances have been, for the most part, secured with the Plymouth Growth and Development Corporation. They engage Park Plymouth, which is the company that runs all Plymouth public parking from JB's Corner through to North Plymouth. So the parking garage will go behind Memorial Hall.
Oh, excellent.
Right on Water Street. We've done initial borings in the area. The designs conceptual designs have been presented. People reacted very strongly to them. They liked them, and I think that you're going to see a structure there over the next few years.
Great. Good. That's something that we're going to be needing in Plymouth because we're going to have so many people here for the 2020. Okay. Well, thanks for watching this week's edition of PACTV Community News. We'd like to thank Melissa for joining us. Replay times will be listed on our website, pactv.org. Click the PCN tab to watch individual stories or an entire program. You can also catch us on YouTube by searching for the PACTV Community News channel. And finally, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to receive previews each week and links to all of our stories. Good night and see you next week on PACTV Community News.